Beauty. They'd say it's in the eye of the beholder. But the broad nose, the full lips, the almond eyes, the dark skin have all been hated in society, while Eurocentric appeals became the standard of beauty. It's now time to uncover the truth of who made you hate your face. Our story begins in Kemet, better known as Egypt, where beauty was divine. Deep skin painted on sacred walls, broad features carved into stone, eternal. In ancient Asia, almond eyes were sculpted in jade and became immortal symbols of wisdom and strength. Mesoamerica adorned sculptures of pride and were seen as gateways to spirit and bloodline. And in India, bold features were honored as sacred marks of ancestral power. Lastly, North America, where much is still hidden but never buried. Faces were painted, carved, and carried with pride. Beauty was truth, and beauty was belonging. So what happened? I think you know what happened. European colonizers arrived, bringing not only violence, but a new standard of beauty. Pale skin and narrowed noses. Spanish colonists drew the Casta chart, ranking worth by complexion. Even lands itself was divided by skin tone. There was a continental shift, where features once celebrated as divine were suddenly diminished and recast as flaws.
But wait! There's more!
Representing the extreme of how European society reduced women of color to spectacle was Sarah Baartman's body being mocked, displayed, and consumed, paraded as the so-called hot-to-know Venus. Yet, the same features they ridiculed, they rushed to imitate. It was a toxic envy disguised as taste. And when imitation wasn't enough, came restriction. In Louisiana, the Tignon laws forbade Black indigenous women from showing their hair because the sight of it was deemed too captivating for European men. Thereafter came the advertisements built on racial stereotypes and Eurocentric ideals, preaching that white was right, a cruel juxtaposition. For people of color, the message was erase, and for Europeans, it was embellished. What they could not erase, they destroyed. Ancient sculptures with indigenous features were smashed and buried, and in their place came Hollywood. The final painter of the lie, where the world's biggest mirror reflected only whiteness and taught us all to hate the face in our own reflection. Old Hollywood did not celebrate ethnic beauty. Although all people of color kept their pride, decades of American media have done more damage than not. Cosmetic surgeries are on the rise higher than ever before. Beauty campaigns push Eurocentric ideals, and too many have fallen victim to this quiet acquiescence. Across continents, bleaching has become an epidemic, a silent testimony to the reach of Eurocentric beauty ideals. Meanwhile, descendants of Europe adorned themselves with the same cultural beauty they once ridiculed. Tanned skin, they fill their lips, braid their hair, and buy their curves. So now what? If the very traits once mocked are now coveted, the truth is quite plain. It is so time to love and embrace your features, unapologetically and louder than ever before.